Guys, welcome to the sessions. I'm Renee Paquette, joined by my buddy, my pal, my longtime confidant, the one, the only Emilio Meduno, aka Emilio Sparks, baby. Let me start things off here real quick before you even jump in. You can jump in. You can say hi if you want. You want to say hi?
Smokey, you got them ears on, Smokey.
So I took the baby chicken Nora, to the mall the other day, and she had on the little sneakers that you bought her. And let me tell you what a hit they were. I was stopped many times. I'm like, oh my God, your baby's so cute. I mean, not to just put my baby over, but she is pretty delicious.
Put her over.
She had on the little sneakers, and people were like, oh my God, I can't even handle it. I had on the little sneakers, a little baby legging, a little Rolling Stones hoodie, and then like a little headband turban thing, which, God, I can't get enough for those things. I love them. It's funny. I feel like my family member, even friends, are like, does she ever not wear one of those? I'm like, she's got them for every outfit. So it's rare. I love them.
No, the turbans are the wave. The kids got the fit. When you sent me that picture, I was like, this ensemble works. She was G'd up from the feet up, man.
I know. Oh, I
Come
love
on.
it. I love it. I love it. How are you feeling, dude? You were on death's door for several days. When have you vomited last? Because you have been very ill.
Yeah, I vomited Sunday afternoon was the last time.
Oh my God.
And it was just it was, and I'm gonna get graphic here for a moment, so
That's
everybody,
okay.
you can fast forward a couple of seconds. But the
Or
amount of
take
bile,
it in like a man and a
take
woman.
it in, the amount of he, she, them, or they, to just take it in.
You're right. Everybody take it in. This is for everybody.
The amount of bile that came out of my body,
and it burns.
it looked like something out of The Exorcist.
Oh my. What do you think it was?
I think it was, I'm genuinely going to equate it to the pasta dish that I had in Dallas before I came home.
Gosh. What was in the pasta? Was it like raw eggs? What happened?
No, I just think it was a lot of oil. And after I ate it, it wasn't agreeing with me. And it just sat in, not even in the stomach. I felt like it sat in the diaphragm.
The pie.
And I was just like, oh, you ever
Let's
do
talk
that?
about this. Oh my, yeah. Especially when you're ill on a flight, is there a worst case scenario? Maybe if you're out on like an early date and you're like, I might shit my pants. That's not great. But if you're on a plane, and you're in the window seat, Lord have mercy on our souls and on our buttholes, because that's bad.
Bro, I did breath work the entire time.
Dallas to New York's not a short flight either. It's like 3.5 hours.
No, it was terrible. And I'm sitting there and I'm like,
breathe through it. You poor thing.
And then the moment I land, I get off. I'm first off the plane, right? And I'm never the first off the plane. And I run to the bathroom and I spew all over the bathroom in Newark Airport. I'm like, fuck it. I'm done.
Jeez. There's nothing like, like when you're that sick and you're like puking, but if you're puking in a public bathroom, I'll puke for ages because I'll think of how gross that bathroom is, and then I can't stop.
Renee, I also fell and I banged up my knee.
No, you did not. Oh my God. Did you fall running to the bathroom or out of the bathroom? You were weak.
I tripped over my luggage.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh my gosh.
It's like, I hate my life.
Emilio, that's rotten. I'm glad you're feeling better and that you were able to come on here and turn on the mic and come hang out with me for a bit, because I know that your body has been through it. You are tired. You've had to travel across the country. Oh my gosh.
I did that loop twice in 8 days. So I'm just, and I was listening to, I forget what you said, but I was listening to an interview that you did. And you were talking about like one of the last times that you were on a flight for WWE and the anxiety caught up with you. And that's when you knew your body had enough.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
And I knew at that moment my body has had enough.
Mhm.
So I'm seriously contemplating canceling the next 3 work things I have to do in February. I have
Yeah.
3 things that I got to do in
Where?
February. New Orleans, Charlotte, and then thing in Jersey. But I might do the Jersey one because it's a quick trip. But
Jersey's easy and
Charlotte,
New Orleans is so fun. Like I love New Orleans.
I
New
know, I
Orleans
don't know.
always tears me a new asshole though. Every time.
Me too.
But
The last
worth
WWE
it.
loop kind of beat
Yeah.
me
Oh
up.
my God. The times that we have been to New Orleans for WrestleMania, honestly, what we've done, the times that I was there, we got to do New Orleans twice for Mania. Obviously many TVs in between all of that. But those are my favorite WrestleManias are the ones that we were in New Orleans. It's just a fun town to walk around. I remember me, Graves, and Skinny Nikki, we went out and found this really great bar called the Three-Legged Dog. And it was just the best spot. But after that day, this was like an afternoon hang. We went out and found this spot, and we didn't go back to the hotel until late in the evening. So you can imagine. Actually, here's what actually happened. So we're at the spot. It's this great hole in the wall divey spot at the back. It's one of those places where they do like the seafood boil kind of thing, but they do it right in front of you. So you go in there, you pick up. They sell it by the styrofoam container, and it's however much you can fit in it. That's what you get. And you can only buy drinks by the pair. You cannot buy one drink. You have to buy them by the pair. So I was just, I had like some beers or whatever, trying to keep it casual. It's the afternoon. Graves and I almost got crawfish tattoos. That's where we were at. We thought that was a good idea. We legit thought that was a good idea for a period of time. I remember Carmela came to meet up with us later. She got kicked out of a taxi in New Orleans. You know that like, oh my God, we should have them on to talk about that night. It was so funny. Anyways, the next day I had to do rehearsals for they do the big meeting for all of the investors and the sponsors and the networks and all that. And it's like this big production, but I was so hungover the next day. I thought it was going to be like a 10-minute run through. These are the spots. Here's a thing. Here's what the script is. Here's the talent, blah, blah, blah. And it was like a full day affair. Remember, I threw up in the back in a garbage bin oh gosh, who was it that was there? It was Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode was like, "Are you okay?" And I felt like such a piece of shit because Bobby Roode's such a lovely, sweet man. And I was like, I just think I ate something. By ate something, I mean I chugged a bunch of cocktails the night before and didn't have that game. Anyways, it gets us. New Orleans can be a dangerous town.
Which is why the only trepidation I have with New Orleans this go around is because I'll be with the Good Brothers and you kind of know them. They do everything to access.
Yeah.
It's just never like, let's just go have a couple
No,
of
it's never
drinks
casual.
and a meal. It's an all day affair. And sometimes an into the wee hours of the morning.
No,
affair.
I don't. I go to bed at 10 o'clock these days. I have a turmeric tea and I go to bed at 10 p.m. these days. So those wild days are well behind me. But did I have them? Oh my God, did I ever have them? I mean, I feel like I didn't miss a beat on really any night. But now, oh yeah, now I'm in bed, just listening or watching Frasier, Sansies. I'm out. It's my move.
I just started How I Met Your Father while I'm drinking a pomegranate mint green tea.
I started watching a little bit of that. What do you think?
It's charming. I don't think it. I want to reserve the right to hate on it right now because it does have large shoes to fill, and we're still learning like the characters and who they are.
Yeah.
But there's no Barney Stinson, and
I never watched How I Met Your Mother. But I will say this, I'm a big Hilary Duff fan. I think
so am I.
I really enjoy her. I feel like she's just kept her shit together. Like her whole career, she's been pretty squeaky clean, but not in an annoying way. She's just like a person that has done so well for herself. She seems like she's a great mom in a very happy marriage. Like she just seems like she's got it going on. I'm a huge Hilary Duff supporter.
I think she's adorable. She has this like gullible likability in this thing.
Yeah.
And you know who made the right move choosing this over the whatever that Sex in the City thing is? Kim Cattrall. Because she made the right call.
Agreed.
Made the right call, sister.
Yep. And just like that, Kim Cattrall made the better move by going on to How I Met Your Father. Suck on that. Okay, here's what's happening in the world. The Royal Rumble is upon us, which means we're officially on the road to WrestleMania. That will be ingrained in my head until I die. I love the Royal Rumble so much. It's my favorite pay-per-view.
Same.
It's funny. I had Lita on my Sirius show this week. And we were both saying, we're like, she's like, yeah, I kind of feel like I'm like cheating on WrestleMania by saying that Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view. But I feel like Rumble is the hall pass for WrestleMania, you know?
It is. To me, WrestleMania lost its appeal.
Yeah. The 2 days.
I
hate the 2 days.
First off, it's like, how much more money do you need? That's number one, right?
Yeah.
Number two is you have a paper thin roster to begin with.
I know.
You push 0 talent to build your middle roster to main event status, right? So where are you filling these spots for 2 nights, right? The pop and circumstance of now how it becomes fashionable to go to this thing, and everybody has to go to this thing, and everybody's got to get tickets, and everybody has to get outfits, and oh, are you going? Well, if you're not going, well then suck on that because you ain't cool. Like, to me, like, it's now fashionable and trendy. It's like attending the Met Gala. Like, it's lost.
I wouldn't go that far. I appreciate the reference, but
no, not even from the workers' perspective and the talent. It's the fans' perspective.
No, like, from the fans' perspective, definitely. Like, and it truly is. I will say, like, if you have the opportunity and you have the means to make it to a WrestleMania, absolutely, you're gonna have a great time. Like, it's great. As much as like I enjoy watching the Royal Rumble, I like attending WrestleMania.
Same. I was fortunate enough to work almost all the big 4. I missed the Mania. I did the rest of the big 3, and I loved it. I attended 9 WrestleManias in a row. I'm tapped out. Same. That's done.
Yeah, same.
See you later, brother.
I missed them, honestly. I will say last year, because last year was my first WrestleMania of not being with the company, and I had major FOMO. I was like, oh my God, like I missed packing my bag. I loved getting my outfits ready. Yeah, like that pomp and circumstance that you're talking about. It's like that whole week of all these different events. I know, but the thing is, I know that it's not like that right now. It's maybe getting a little bit more back to that, but especially last year when it was like, high COVID times, and we're finally getting fans back in the audience. So like that was great. That definitely added to the FOMO, where it's like, oh my gosh, to be able to hear that crowd. And my favorite thing, honestly, when I worked for the company was those moments of being in the empty arenas and stadiums before they were all full, and then going back out and seeing it come to life and seeing all the fans and being able to hear the reactions and hear those pops and all that. Like, there really is nothing like that. So yeah, I definitely miss that, but
Rumble
is
is
also
special though.
Oh my God.
Rumble is special.
Rumble is so great. It's the time that all the seeds get planted for WrestleMania. We now kind of know where we're headed. It's the surprises, which again, I mean, I've talked about this before. I'll say it again because we're doing a Rumble preview here, but like, God, I hate that they've already announced who's in the Rumble. I don't think all of the spots have been fully announced just yet, but it's pretty up there. There's maybe only a few that are questionable.
I was mad at it at first as well, but I know that they've done that in the past.
Yeah.
And I think my thinking is I'd rather it be, current talent heavy with minimal like surprises, because like a wrestling legend and a WWE legend are like 2 completely different contexts, and I would much rather see the current talent get their just due and hopefully, get some ample time in there to really make a name for yourself, because there are certain times in the Rumble at certain spots, they have these standout moments where the character can really shine. And I really hope that somebody new does that elimination count? Like, it was Kane at one point, it was then Roman. I want to see somebody, and then I think Brock now holds the record for multiple eliminations and this, that, and the third. So I really want to see what goes on in the context of who can hold that new elimination record.
Is this the third or fourth women's?
I think it's the fifth, actually.
Is it really?
I think it's the fifth.
Oh
I'm
my
not too
God.
sure. I think somebody on the internet will give us a lashing.
For
but
sure.
you
I'm
can correct
sure.
us.
It's okay. I know that I'm wrong because because in my mind, I'm like, it's 3. And then I'm like, no, because I think that is for sure 4. But you're right. It's probably 5. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I understand certain ones of like, Lita, she's been in it before. The twins, even like, the twins have been in it, I will say, because Nicole was out with her neck injury and was definitely questionable about what her health was, if she was going to be cleared to be able to get back in the ring. I think that one was a little bit like, I would have loved to have just heard their music kick in. And 2 other ones, of course, that really got my goats. Like, people freaked out, of course, having Mickie James be in it, but don't you think people would have freaked out more if they had just heard her music and she came out?
Yeah, because I think the whole Forbidden Door thing, it really would have been like, whoa, wait a minute. Are they playing nice in the sandbox?
Exactly. Like WWE seems like they're like kind of above it, and they do their own thing. They have their own roster, and that's all they kind of work with, and that's fine. But I like this though. Like, I love that this is happening. I love that Mickie James is going to be a part of the Royal Rumble. And the other one for me before I get back to more Mickie James stuff is Summer Rae, because she's not been in any of the stuff since she left. So that would have been a really cool one to be like, oh my gosh, like, girl, like it's actually funny to me that she had not been called back for the other ones. Kind of surprising. But this, I think it'll be really, really cool. I know she's super excited to be in it. But yeah, so the Mickie James stuff with like the Forbidden Door, do you think that we will see any more of that either in the Rumble or even just moving forward in general? Like you said, it's like the rosters are very thin right now.
I would like to believe, right, that we could live in a wrestling like utopia where everything is perfect and every company works well together and there's no like skullduggery and like rivalries or whatever.
Tell me more.
But I think you know as well as I do, that this company in particular likes to create a narrative, and rightfully so, when you were the only game in town for damn near 30 years and you create your own vocabulary and syntax and lexicon.
Stupendous. How great is Pat McAfee, by the way?
He's
excellent.
Fantastic. Give that man the bag and just keep it coming.
The man already got the bag, first of all. The man got
more.
all the bags.
Give him more. But, even
Give
even
me
you
a bag. Give
you
me one of Pat's bags, please.
But even you
he's
said
so
it.
Great.
But even you said it, like it'll be forever ingrained that the road to WrestleMania starts at Royal Rumble. Like you say it just as natural as breathing. So they create this own thing. So I don't see them bringing in, let's just say, and I would love to see her perform at a Royal Rumble because I think she's had such an incredible 2020 and 2021. And I think she's going to have an incredible 2022 is Deonna Purrazzo.
You read the phone with that one.
You read my mind. You're so in it right now.
See that?
You're living in it. And I would love to see her perform there and get that acclaim that she did not get when she was there. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I would love to see, and again, if we were talking picture perfect utopian society, I would love to see the DMD. But I don't think that
my word.
But I don't think that they would ever play nice in the sandbox with any company like that. No, because that's a situation
where, like, if Britt were to enter the Royal Rumble, first of all, she'd have to be in it for a long time. Like, she's got to get that proper rub. It's got to be worthwhile. She can't job to a bunch of people. Like, there's no way Tony would let that happen either. So, but that's not saying there's not a way to find a way to make everybody happy.
Right, but I just don't see it happening. So
no, I don't either.
I think it's real smart that you have a Mickie and a Summer because, they were with the company for a very, very long time and they could come back. And to be honest with you, if Mickie stays in, let's say 25 minutes or breaks the record that Natty holds at an hour and 53 minutes, right? Well, then guess what? Like, it's great, but if she's out in 5 seconds, does it really hurt her at this point? No, because she's a certified legend. I don't think it does.
Hurt her. It does not hurt Mickey at all, but I think that it definitely would send a message to other promotions of like, man, we don't care about your talent that much. Like, I think that's what happens. It does not hurt Mickey though.
Which always makes me question the validity of certain things. Like, are we sending a message?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you definitely got to go in there with your head on a swivel. That's for damn sure.
Right. But you know what though? This
Brett
is why the Rumble is but this is why the Rumble is so good, because it really is the only pay-per-view that you could really talk about speculations and things like this.
Oh, it's the best.
And I think that Mickey is so cool, and I really got to chop it up with her at the last Impact taping. And she really is, like, for all intents and purposes, like, she's a bomb bitch.
Oh my God. Mickey's
like,
the shit.
I never really had a conversation with her up until that point, and
she's
I'm
so
like, wow,
cool.
man,
no bullshit.
awesome.
Works so hard. Creatively comes up with so much stuff that she wants to do. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about Mickey. I think she's fantastic.
Yeah, but so that's my whole thing on the Forbidden Door, like point blank period.
Okay, so on the other side of that, what is your reaction to knowing that a few talent have denied going in the Royal Rumble? Is this hearsay? Is this confirmed?
I think it's more hearsay.
Okay. Well, I think we should maybe give it a little more legs, but I'm not I don't actually know, but I feel like I'll put like an asterisk next to this. But I do like, it's funny to hear, like, the rumblings are that the Iconics were offered a spot in the Rumble and they turned it down. I feel like I know several other people that were maybe offered spots and also turned it down.
I think coming from Cassie and Jesse specifically, right? Because we had them on the show and they both cried on this podcast that they got released, right? Yeah. So it's like, how could you, hey, we're going to invite you back because you did this incredibly cool thing on your own.
And everyone loves you.
Everybody loves you now. You trended on your debut for Impact Wrestling, right? You're the Knockout Tag Team Champions, right? You did the thing on your own. Now we're going to bring you back for this one thing, and then we're going to let you go. We're going to say bye-bye to you again. Do you know how incredibly
it is traumatic? A kick straight in the lady dick. Like straight up your lady dick.
Right there.
Yeah. I don't blame them for feeling that way if that's how it went, to be like, oh, you guys let too many people go and now you need more bodies to fill a 30-woman Royal Rumble. Interesting how that happens. Like, I couldn't help but be slighted by that. Like, as much as you can leave on good terms and you feel like everything, it is what it is and everyone's happy and everyone's working and life has gone on and it's fine. But you can't help but be a little bit bitter,
I mean, you have the
about just that situation, it's like, oh man, like, yeah, how could you not be like a little chafed about that?
Hey, but more power to them for saying no. If that is the case,
it's a nice payday, certainly.
That takes incredible restraint.
Yes.
Because ultimately that's the place you want to be, right? Like, my end goal.
I don't know that that's the case anymore, though.
No, but I'm saying, like, maybe about like 2 years ago,
sure,
it was, right? Like, for me as a producer, my end goal was to be there.
Yeah,
I got there.
Oh, that's always been everyone's end goal, certainly. With like anyone in wrestling, that's the thing, is like, get to WWE, big thing, go on to WrestleMania, main event WrestleMania, whatever kind of things are on your bucket list. Of course, in your mind's eye is to do it with WWE. Of course, that's sort of the end all be all, but truly, it does not feel that way anymore. It does feel like talent is really starting to rethink where they want to be and creatively what they want to do and where can they accomplish things that they really want to do.
Right. So I'm looking at some of the names, right? And now, do we want to, and you're better at this than I am, because last year you smoked my ass on who you thought was going to win the men's and who you thought was going to win the women's. Okay. So do we want to do that again this year?
Of course.
Okay,
We
so
must.
I'm gonna run down a couple of names and you tell me what tickles your pickle, okay?
Okay, let's tickle pickles, baby.
All right. Bianca Belair,
Uh-huh.
Liv Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair,
Mm-hmm.
Naomi,
Of course.
Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash,
Talk to me.
the twins,
Love.
Carmella,
Oh yeah.
Queen Zelina,
Oh yeah. I mean, she's a dark horse for sure.
your bestie, Lita,
Oh,
Michelle McCool, Kelly, the 24/7 champion Dana Brooke, Natalia, Mickey James, Tamina, Shayna Baszler, Summer
Shayna.
Rae, Aaliyah, and Shotzi.
Okay. Let's also add in the rumblings for Rumble. What if Ronda shows up?
Honestly, I think that's and going with them, I think that's the one that does the 27 spot.
Yeah.
Does all the
everybody loves the 27 spot. Number 27, the most wins.
Kicks, punches, judo throws, and she wins. I think
bring
the
in
fans
that mom strength, baby. Yeah, like I wonder how she's doing. I mean, she's only had her baby a few months ago. It's so funny how like, and I love this. I'm obviously all for this. I'm all about cranking out a baby and getting back to business. But I will
Yes,
also say, like, it takes a toll. It obviously takes such a toll. And as much as you can feel good and like look good, it still is like when you are just a couple months postpartum, it's a big deal and a big spotlight all of a sudden is on you. And it's like, oh my God, do I really want to be thrown into the mix like that? But Ronda Rousey's obviously a different beast of a human being. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who wants to accomplish shit left, right, and center. What is it? Don't be a do nothing bitch. That's one of my favorite phrases. I love it so much. I think Ronda obviously can do it. Didn't her mom, when she had Ronda, like that's when she competed in the Olympics, like right after that, like weeks after having Ronda, something crazy
something like that.
So Ronda's obviously more than capable of getting in there and being an insane athlete that she is. I think it's time to have Ronda back. I think that we need that to kind of mix things up. We need more people. Becky needs more people to work with. Charlotte needs more people to work with. Like it needs to happen.
I honestly think that, and again, I guess this is no fault on the talent themselves, but again, like we were saying at the start of the show, that the roster is super paper thin, and you definitely need more dance partners. And you know what, like, who right now could get the more eyes on a really good women's division? If you think about it, like
the people that are there are great. They're so damn talented. Oh my God. No, the women's division is great. There's just not a lot of them.
It's just not a lot. I would love to see, Dakota Kai come in and have that wrestling Royal Rumble moment, where she comes in and she like eliminates the big dog, because I think that kid is special.
Yeah,
man.
she is.
If you've seen like, and we've seen it, like we were there, like the arc of how she started and where she is now and how good she is.
Yeah, she's great.
She has all the tangibles. Shotzi Blackheart's another one, I think also, Rhea Ripley, I think it's time to put the rocket on the kid's back. I think it is. She had that one run, and then it was like it was over in a flash. Then she was tag team champs with Nikki Ash, and now her and Nikki are in this like weird like feud, and like they're beefing, but they still might go against Zelina and Carmella for the tag team championships. And it's like, all right, but Becky needs a dance partner. And I'm going to ask you this. Where the hell is Asuka?
Dude, where is Asuka? I don't know. I've been wondering this as well. So I know she was out with an injury for a while, but she has just been off TV for, I don't even know when the last time she was on TV, to be completely honest. I'm not sure what the time frame is, but it has been a very long time. Yeah, like when is Asuka back? It's got to be at Rumble, right?
I would think so, because arguably she is your best in ring performer.
Oh my God. Yes. And her and Becky already have a built-in storyline. as well. There's so much there that they can get to. But here's what I'm going to say. And I feel like a bit of a homer saying this. I truly would love to see Lita go on another run. I want to see it. I really do. And I think she definitely still has it in her. You want to talk about somebody being able to like give a real rub. Lita is that girl. Like, I would love to see Lita go on, like to see Lita do a program from Rumble into Mania, have that moment. Like, that would be cool as all hell. She looks amazing. She seems like she feels amazing. I know she's taking her training quite seriously while like still having fun and enjoying everything. I really would love to see this happen. I do. I feel this way.
I mean, Lita is a once in a lifetime generational talent, right?
Yeah.
And she came in at a real, I don't know, like interesting time in professional wrestling where it was still provocative in terms of, the twigs and the berries with the boobs and the butt, but then also, they were finally giving the women a chance to have more than a 3-minute match. And she cut her teeth in ECW for a bit, and then she really had her chance to shine in WWE and literally became one of the greats. And yeah, I would love to see her, outside of being that mentor, really take like the younger generation.
Let's
Like, could
go.
you imagine Lita having a program with Rhea and really mentoring Rhea? Like, could you imagine what?
Riddle me this. Hear me out on this one. What if we see Lita? Sorry. What if we see Lita reunite with Team Extreme? What's your face? What are you thinking about this?
I mean,
no,
you
don't like it?
That will. No, I think it'll melt people's minds. But the question is, like, are you bringing them back when you just released one?
No. I mean somewhere else. I don't mean under WWE. I mean somewhere else.
Oh, yes.
If that were to happen.
Oh, I think that would be, and
wouldn't that be
especially,
so cool?
Oh my God. And trios are a big to do now in professional wrestling again. I would love to see her maybe show up someplace else, do the business, pop the crowd, hit the moonsault, maybe,
which she's been practicing, by the way,
because it's been a minute,
Yeah, no, I know.
And yeah, I think she would be trending on Twitter, and people, like, their brains would melt and ooze out of their ear.
It would be so cool. Oh my God,
never
that would
say
be
never.
So cool.
Never say never.
You heard it here first, everybody. It would be really cool. Okay, so let's get down to it. Finals. Who do you see winning the Women's Royal Rumble?
Wow, now you put the dark horse Ronda Rousey into my head, right? And looking at this roster, would I like to see Bianca become a 2-time WWE Women's Royal Rumble winner? Absolutely. But if they do this dark horse and Ronda does come back, because like you said, they have to zhuzh something for WrestleMania. Man, you know what? I'm going Ronda Rousey comes back, 27 spot, does like the judo throws and whatever. And
my reputation. Everyone freaks out. Yeah.
Comes
so
and
cool.
Then she does the infamous point to the sign.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the point, Ronda. Give me the point.
Hit us with the point.
Hit us with the point.
I'm a little torn. I want it to be Lita. I honestly would really love to see Lita win it and get her Mania moment. I think it would be really, really cool. I think she can go. But as my other option, I give 2 options because it's the show is in my namesake, so I'm giving myself 2 picks here. I like the idea of Asuka coming back. I really like that idea. I think I would love to see her come in and just kick everyone's ass. I think it's really special that she has been off TV as long as she has. I don't know if there's anything more to it. I know she was out with an injury, but like I said, like, I don't know how healed she is. Maybe she's been healed for quite some time. Maybe I'm talking up my ass and everyone listening to this is like, no, she's out with this, and this, and I just don't actually know. But if she's being kept off for a reason, like there's something to be said for being off TV for a little bit and rebuilding your stock, and having that big pop and having that big moment. And that could be it for Asuka. I mean, she's such a star. She's so important to that women's locker room and to that division. I would love to see Asuka as well. Final answer.
I like
Asuka,
it. I like
Asuka
it.
Lita, my final answer.
All right, so look at us being indecisive. Okay,
Yeah, that's what
works.
it's okay. What do we know? I don't know shit about shit. Okay, so the men's Royal Rumble is honestly, I don't know. Can I tell you this? Let me tell you this. I love the Royal Rumble, but I don't feel that passionately about the men's Royal Rumble right now. I'm more interested in the women's, to be completely honest.
Preach.
It's funny. I was doing a little bit of a Rumble preview on my Sirius show with Misha. Granted, Misha doesn't watch much professional wrestling, so we were just kind of like, batting a few things around. But I looked at the men's and I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know what's interesting to me here. I don't know what's really talking to me.
Well, I mean, let's go through a couple of names, right?
All right.
Let's see what we have here. And again, you tell me, right, what tickles the pickle, right? Because there obviously, I think we're gonna get more surprises for the dudes than we would for the women.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope so. There's definitely more to work with. Which, by the way, hashtag free Ali. But we'll save that for afterwards. Okay, go for it.
All right.
I'm just gonna yell out pickle when my pickle's been tickled.
Okay. My best friend and yours, Big E.
I love Big E. Obviously, I love Big E.
I know, but it was like you took the belt off of him so prematurely, and now do you start the chase again when he's been off TV and it was really nothing interesting going on the last 2 weeks with him? Like, what are you doing?
What do we do? And like the thing is, honestly, with Big E, where like the way I look at him is he's so talented and so beloved. Obviously, I want to see him in those title pictures. I want to see him as champ, but I don't think he needs to have a title to be important. He's so damn good.
Right.
But he's always, I think at this point, I feel like he's always going to kind of be reinserted into those championship matchups,
I think he has to now.
So.
You know what I mean? Like he looks like an action figure. He's built like one. You know what I mean? And the media
so freakishly flexible too. Really freakishly. It's so weird. How does he move like that?
He used to send me and Brody like montages of him stretching.
Those should be released to the public. Let me just say that.
And you would see it, like he would progress and then he would do full splits. It was so weird.
I don't get it. Okay, so Kevin Owens, Big E. We're starting off hot.
Okay, Uncle Alan, AJ Styles.
I want to see more from Uncle Alan. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's so good. And I just feel like we need more AJ Styles in our lives.
He's been with the company 6 years. He's a 2-time WWE World Champion. He is a Grand Slam champion. He's held everything. He completed the cycle. So the question is, what's left for him? How long does he have left on his deal? Does he want to be in a full-time program again? Or does he like doing things where he gets to work with young talent like Omos, and now him and Omos go their separate ways, and Omos can go off and do his own thing now? Does he want to take more of that role? So who really knows? But I think he is such a special guy.
Yeah.
And he's just there. And it's crazy to me.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. Like,
it's
and
crazy.
You want to talk about somebody that you thought would never, and they never did this. And this was a total surprise. And you were there. You seen it in person. When he showed up and debuted,
oh my God.
At the Royal Rumble.
That was some Forbidden Door shit. That was very it's funny because I can't remember what I was doing at Rumble at that point. I think I was probably doing the kickoff show and maybe doing some interviews and whatnot. But yeah, I remember the crowd's reaction, but it was more so everyone in the back being so excited that AJ Styles was there and to have him in the mix. And it was it was really special too. And it was like AJ and the Good Brothers and then Finn Balor. And it was like, oh my God, it just felt like this whole new dream team club, if you will, making their way into WWE. And it really was so special and so cool. And that felt like, yeah, I mean, that felt forbidden doorish of like, oh my gosh, what are we getting here? And like, how, like, is AJ just going to get to be AJ? He doesn't have to like have a whole new character change or anything like that. Like, we just get AJ Styles. It's cool.
And that year to me was super cool because he did something, and Cody did this too, and nobody really gives them the flowers for this. And I think we should on this show, where they all worked a Wrestle Kingdom and a WrestleMania around the same time. Like,
oh, that's pretty cool.
AJ worked Wrestle Kingdom and then did the Rumble
in the cool.
same like weeks apart from each other.
Wait, what if Will Ospreay enters the Royal Rumble?
You know what? I genuinely can see. I think that would be incredibly cool because WWE, like, there is, if you read the dirt sheets, brother, you know, they really want to have a relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I just got really excited about that.
I think that would be incredibly cool because what better way to have a relationship, right? Where he comes in, does incredibly well at the Royal Rumble, and then gets eliminated.
Excited for Rumble.
The men's Rumble now could really tickle the pickle.
My pickle's been tickled.
I mean, you mentioned Ospreay, and it's going.
Oh my gosh.
And then, like you say, to keep him strong, let's just say a former New Japan performer, either in AJ, Brock, Nakamura, or Ferg, can eliminate him.
It should be Ferg. I think it should be Ferg.
Or
Shin.
Can we talk about that for a second? Can we talk about those two? Because clearly they're clearly gonna be in it. But what are you doing with Ferg and Shinsuke?
I don't understand. I truly don't understand. Yeah, I really don't get it. It's like, you know, I look at somebody like Shinsuke Nakamura and I adore him. But him as a performer, he's got one of the best entrances in the game. He's just so efficient. He's so good at what he does. And for him to just feel middle of the road right now is a bummer. That's going to be one of those things that ends up in a headline dirt sheet thing saying that I said someone was middle of the road, which is annoying. That's not what I mean. But like,
totally misquote you as usual.
Oh my God, it's my nightmare. But no, I think that Shinsuke is so talented and he's just got such a cool look. He's so different from everybody else that you got to find a way to keep him special. Keep him special and find a way to make him work and make him connect and put him in spots to succeed. He's amazing. And Finn Balor, it's like, the guy looks like $1 million. I'll never forget when he first signed to WWE as part of NXT, and he was working on his entrance, I think with like Hunter or maybe Undertaker. I don't know who all was there, but I remember William Regal was like, what do you think of him? What do you think of Fergal Devitt, the Prince? And I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, I think he was asking me if I thought he was like handsome. I'm like, yeah, of course he's a handsome guy. And he's like, yes, but he also looks like he could kill you. It was just like the most like regal thing where I was like, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, I mean, Finn Balor's he looks like $1 million. Like, what else can you say? Like, he was such a great wrestler. He looks awesome. He's got all of the tools. He's got them all.
Okay, so moving forward, we have the United States champion, Damien Priest, who they should start to strap the rocket to that kid's back.
Oh, yeah. Giddy up.
He's got it. He has got it. I think it's time to really move him up the ranks. I think this is going to be your pick. I really think this gets the pickle throbbing. I think it's Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, calm down. My pickle is shriveled. I love Johnny Knoxville. And honestly, the Jackass movies, I love them. I love the Jackass movies so much. I I actually love that Sami Zayn is the go-to guy for shenanigans like this at this point. Like, it was just funny because Sami Zayn is such a great wrestler. He's honestly, he's one of the best. Like, I feel like he can instantly pop into any promotion, adapt, do his thing, and he can go, and he's so entertaining. He's so great. But he's also has this other side of him. Like, when he's just in like promo, Sami Zayn conspiracy theory hat on, all of those things, like, he cracks me up. It's so funny, and he's so good in those moments. So I'm actually really looking forward to see what happens between Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, no, he's a special type of performer in
He
regards
is.
to, he could do the wrestling thing.
Yeah,
But to see him really do the entertainment stuff
he's great.
is so
I love
much
it.
better. And like his buddy did it in a mask in El Generico, and now like Sammy has to show off that he could do it as well. So it's really nice to
It's
see.
so
It's really
cool.
nice.
It
It's
is
nice to
really
see.
funny because, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm such a huge fan of his, but I also think like it's really hard sometimes, like easier said than done, for someone to like be that larger than life version of themselves. And that's exactly what Sami Zayn is. He's not playing a different person. It's him on 100. And it's so funny. Like, yeah, he's not just like pretending to be somebody else. That's just like Rami being Rami. And it's awesome.
Now moving forward, we have Kofi Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
We have Happy Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Madcap Moss.
Okay.
Sheamus.
Okay.
Angelo Dawkins.
Okay. Who Dey?
Montez Ford.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Dominic Mysterio.
Mm-hmm. Imagine Dominic on the whole damn thing.
Oh, the wrestling Twitter would lose their shit. Austin Theory.
Boy. Okay.
And what about Austin Theory? What are your thoughts on Austin Theory?
I find some of the stuff with Vince, it's kind of confusing. I don't really understand what's going on. What is this dynamic? What is this friendship? What is this rub?
I'm having a hard time understanding Vince.
Me too. Oh, I know. Try having him in your ear for 3 hours and going, I don't know what he just said. And he's going to be really mad that I didn't hear what he said. It's very scary. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. I honestly, I don't know. Like, I think Austin Theory himself, like, he's definitely got the tools. I think he's a young guy still coming into his own and figuring out and navigating the waters that are WWE. I think it's there. I mean, is there anything better than getting to work directly alongside and under the learning tree of Vince McMahon? Nothing's better. Nothing is better. Nothing is more like being knighted by the queen than being in these continuous promos with Vince. That means Vince obviously really likes him. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble or anything, but I like that he's getting ample TV time and getting these moments with Vince.
Same. I do think I would like to see, and this is if we're just playing fantasy booking. I genuinely would like to see, because he is so good, and week after week he's really been just impressive in terms of just promo and in ring. I would love to see Montez Ford get a little solo run. Don't break up the Street Profits, but
no,
he is such an incredible athlete and such a good-looking dude and in such good shape that he has the tangibles of being
superstar,
the guy. And
sure.
and you gotta elevate him. And that entrance alone, it is so fun. It's probably one of the greatest in-ring entrances
it's great
in WWE right now.
Like, how are you not so blown up by the end of that?
I don't know. I watch it, and the moment that, like, Dawkins does this, I'm already out of breath. Let's go.
Are we gonna get to see Montez and Bianca together, like Edge and Beth and Miz and Maurice? Is that at some point? Obviously, that's got to happen. Obviously,
I would love to see them acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I
mean, they had her coming out with them for a hot second, but that was about it.
I like the fact that now they're allowing Graves to acknowledge the fact that him and Carmella exist, like, outside of the world of WWE on cans. I think, you have to do those things. I mean,
also, what about the rumors of Graves being cleared for in-ring action? Are we going to see Graves enter the Rumble?
You know what? I think would be absolutely incredible, and I think it would genuinely pop
Stay
the
down,
crowd.
bitches.
Stay down.
Stay down.
And he comes out in his suit and he does it with the fancy shoes on, preferably with no socks, because that's what Corey Graves does. Very handsome dude. I want the mustache to get over.
I don't like the mustache.
You can pull it off.
No, I'm not pro mustache. Nope. I'm out. I don't like it. It better be gone by his wedding. Let me tell you that. Let me put that out there.
Well, the question is, does she like the mustache?
Well, that's obviously the bigger part of the equation here. And maybe she does. Maybe it tickles her pickle. I don't know.
It could, but do you really want a mustache in your wedding photos, though?
No, like it's not it's not that it's bad. I just feel like mustaches are gimmicky. And I feel like he doesn't need something like that because he has such like a striking face.
He does. I got a quick question. If we can,
don't tell him I said that. Cut it out of this episode. He does not need to know I said that. I'm just kidding. Keep it in.
Quick question to veer off real quick. Did John have a full beard or was he clean shaven the day you guys got hitched?
Probably had like some kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow kind of thing. It was definitely pre him having a beard version of John. But I don't think he was like clean shaven, but he definitely didn't have a beard.
Okay.
He's had a mustache for a hot minute. It's the funniest thing. So funny. We were at home. Obviously we were in Vegas. I don't know why I said obviously. We didn't have to be. Anyways, who cares? Side note. But anyways, I'm like in the kitchen. Maybe I got back from the gym and I was like, where is he? I thought he was like he was in the bathroom for a very long time. I'm like, are you okay? What's going on in here? And he comes marching out like so proud of himself that he had carved this ridiculous like full cop mustache. It's so funny. I would love to release a photo of it, but he may kill me. But it's very funny. He can actually, I feel like he looks good. Like the mustache works for him in like a Tom Selleck kind of way.
Send it to me, please. I gotta see it.
I'll send it to you. You can see
All right,
it.
great. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
it's very
funny. Now speaking of John Moxley, aka the former Dean Ambrose, there has been a lot of rumblings, and this tickles a lot of pickles.
Referring to him as Mox, I wonder if there was if like they got in trouble for saying Mox.
I wonder too. Now this really got the internet like fully churned.
Oh, they were really fired up. I know.
Like rock hard, babe. Rock hard.
We don't live that far from St. Louis.
That's what I'm saying.
We're within driving distance.
Now I know you can't confirm or deny, and I know like he keeps things close to the hip. So, like, would you be shocked if if Mox walked through the forbidden door?
I think it would melt people's brains. It would melt people's brains. People would lose their mind. What music does he come out to? Does he get to come out to Wild Thing?
Oh, he has
to. Does he come out? He has to, right?
He can't come out to that lunatic fringe shit.
No. Actually, you know what? I like the lunatic fringe music with the brown. I actually liked that. I thought it was pretty good. Because coming back, like when you have the Shield music was so good, and then Roman got to keep that for the longest time, and it was hard. Like I feel like that was like, oh shit, that was a thing that we were all so synonymous with. Now only Roman has it. What did John and Seth do? But I actually like the music that they both have and had.
I gotta tell you, I like the vest Mox over the leather jacket Dean Ambrose lunatic fringe that we had for a while.
Yeah, I agree. I like the vest.
I like the vest too.
You know what's funny? I stumbled upon the vest recently because I had a few boxes that I was putting away, and John does not hold on to his gear like ever. But I was like, dude, you can't throw out all of your Shield stuff. Like it's pretty important. And like, I don't know, maybe our kids one day will care about that. Or like, I don't know. I feel like that's a memento that you hold on to. So
no,
there is, there's some dog tags kicking around here somewhere, and we've got the vest and the pants.
I think those are important tokens to show like
too.
Nora.
I think they're
like,
cool.
Like you need to this is what your dad did. This is what I did.
Also,
we don't have a
put it on for me for a second. Let's take a walk down memory lane. That's who I started dating, was that guy.
Right. I gotta tell you,
The spice of life.
he looks like $1 million right
Doesn't
now.
he look good? I know.
Tell him to whatever he's doing, keep doing it,
It's not
because
drinking. That's what it is. And he is going to keep doing that. That's what it is. Honestly, like it's so somebody had posted a picture of him like right before he went off TV to when he came back. And it's like, wow, what a difference. Like it's
He
crazy.
looks younger. He has more hair. He looks like 2009 Mox.
I know. It's
2009.
really
Amazing.
wild. It's crazy. I mean, just like a friendly reminder of what alcohol will do to the body, honestly.
Hubba, hubba, honey. Let me
He
tell you
looks
something.
so good. I know it's so cool to see. And can we just talk about his promo on Wednesday? Like,
I'm down if you're down.
what a thing of beauty that was, huh? Like, it's funny to like talk about him in terms of like John Moxley as opposed to like him, being my husband that's watching our baby downstairs right now. But not having seen him on TV for some time, not knowing what he was going to say, what he was going to do, what the reaction is going to be, all those things. It's like, man, for him to start Dynamite, his music to hit, even just that moment of him, like, it was just this vulnerability in him that I think was really, I don't even know the word to say. It's not that it's like nice to see. It was just like, it's just something I recognized and I noticed it. And his promo was honestly a thing of beauty. And not even in terms of a wrestling promo, but just as a speech, as a human being to other humans, was incredible. My Twitter absolutely blew up with how many people could relate to him and relate to what he has gone through and all of those things. It was just like, yeah, it really kind of caught me off guard how it made me feel to see him out there doing that and speaking from the heart like that. Was really it tugged at the old heartstrings. It made me very proud of him. And I obviously know everything that he's been through and all of those things. So it's just really nice to see him back in the mix doing his thing and looking good and feeling good and being of sound mind and body and all of those things.
Right. See, to me, I think perspective is an incredible tool that we all have that sometimes we don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
And, for a guy like him to come out and first off drop the F-bomb
Oh
on
my
live
God.
television.
Literally the first 3 words, drops an F-bomb and piece of shit. This guy.
Which is it's true to form. It is your husband.
That guy did deserve it though.
He did. That guy. I'll tell him straight to his face.
Guy.
Like, I hope that you got thrown out and I hope it burns when you pee. I'm telling you that.
Oh my God. I hope that you get a UTI for the ages.
And you got to drink cranberry juice for years.
Yeah.
Dick.
Yeah. I hope your fucking pee hole gets all warped.
Right.
Yeah.
Jerk off.
Yeah.
But anyway, like the silence that crowd had and respect for your husband and the way he commanded, like, and they hung on every single word, to me was so like powerful because like here he is and he makes no qualms about it, and he said it, my wife, my daughter, 2 most special people in my life, got to make the change, right? And then, obviously he had some of the moxie and stuff to really like aid within the character.
Yeah.
And he said that line about like scars and people, and I forget what it was, but I tweeted it and I wrote, man, ain't that the truth? And my Twitter exploded. It was insane how fast this thing took off. And if you really think about it, our past doesn't define us. We're supposed to live for the now. And that's what I took away from his promo. And you will get through the thing that you're going through, but also remember you are not alone in your pain. And that to me is why it hit so special. It was because you are not alone in your pain and it is okay to reach out for help.
You're not alone in your pain. And also like no one is safe from that thing, whatever that thing may be. We are all so easily affected by whatever that thing may be. And it's that awareness for what those things are and talking about them and dealing with them and being a human being and putting yourself first. sometimes you got to just put yourself first in your health and your safety and all of those things. I mean, honestly, I could talk about this a ton because I don't know. It's so cool to see. And I'm honestly just so proud of him. And I feel like I almost feel like a nerd saying that. Like, I feel so proud of him, but it is, I mean, for people that know John and people that don't know John, it's like he really keeps his cards close to his vest. So it's just really cool to see him having taken care of himself.
You can't confirm or deny that baby daddy is going to show up at the Royal Rumble.
I don't know what his schedule is. I'm also busy. I can't keep track of what he's doing or where he's got to be. I have no idea. I don't know what Saturday looks like for him.
Well played, Paquette. Well
I couldn't
played.
tell you. I could not tell you.
All right. So who are we picking here? Who are we picking?
I'm picking Will Ospreay. I don't think he's going to win it. Sorry, but I do think he's going to be in it.
Okay.
I do think he's going to be in it. I'm going to go KO.
Damn, that was my choice. Okay.
Damn. We can both pick KO. That's fine.
Can we? All right.
Yeah,
I just don't want to. I just don't want to whiz off your juice, bro.
Dude, I was trying to think of what they said in the movie with like the hand thing. Encino Man.
I don't whizzing on the juice,
The
brother.
juice.
You will not be whizzing off the juice.
All right, so we both picked KO. I like that. Honestly, I like KO, but the thing I'm most proud of is me realizing that Will Ospreay might be in the Royal Rumble, and I'm a genius.
You are.
I'm so smart. Honestly, I'm so smart. It's scary sometimes.
You are. You're a genius. Okay. Let's see. So what else do we have here? We have Becky Lynch versus Doudrop.
All right, let's just rattle through these ones quickly because I feel like the Rumble ones are like the main ones that we really had to break down, and we've already been going for quite some time, so I don't think we need to like go into full analytics of every match. But obviously Becky retains. I think there will be some trickery, some tomfoolery. I think Doudrop is amazing. I love that these two are going to a program together. I love that Doudrop exists within the WWE universe. And I really am excited to see her on this big stage moment. I feel like she is one of those people that's been at it for some time. And this is like your hard work and preparation meets opportunity. And I think she is going to really shine. I don't think she's going to walk away with the title or anything, but I do think she is going to let everybody know just how good she is.
I would like to see Bianca kind of interfere.
That would be nice.
And I think even if it's a quick transition and the belt goes back to Bex, at least you set up the storyline for Bianca and Becky at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So that's what I would like to see. So I would like to see her win the WWE Women's Championship, and then it goes right back to Bex, and then we can start the Bianca Becky train all the way to Mania.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Edge and Beth versus Mike and Maurice. What do you think?
Edge and Beth over, baby. Edge and Beth over. I love that Beth Phoenix is wrestling again. When I saw that she was stepping away from commentary, I wasn't exactly sure what that meant or where she was going to go or what was going to happen. So to see her immediately kind of end up in this situation, she obviously looks great. She's so talented, and man, she loves wrestling. She loves wrestling so much, and she loves what she does. She loves her family so much. And I think it's got to be very, very cool to have this run alongside her husband. Like, what a cool way for them to, like, I don't know, just get to have this moment together. I think it's really awesome. And I, not to just like love both teams, but I really do love Miz and Maurice. I think they play like the perfect assholes. Like, they're just so good at it. They're so ridiculous. But yeah, I do see Edge and Beth getting the W here.
It versus Grit. I mean, how could you not?
And what great merch, right? The
right,
Grit couple. It's so good. I love it.
I think they go over.
Oh my God. Speaking of merch, how about the new Brock Lesnar flannel merch? Have you seen this? I think I need it.
So do I. I think I want to cut the sleeves off of it too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need this. I know. Damn. I love Brock. I'm such a Brock fan. Also, Brock's going to win, obviously. No offense, Bobby. Love me some Bobby Lashley, but Brock's going to win. Brock's the best. Brock is one of the best professional wrestlers in the world, and I love him.
And I like babyface Brock. I think it's
great.
I think it works. You know what I mean? And and I don't want a wrestling match. I want a shoot fight. That's
Yeah,
what I want.
me too.
I want it
Me
to
too.
I want it to end in less than 5 minutes. I don't need
Yes.
20. I want either
Agreed.
Brock or Bobby.
Agreed.
Let them slump each other and just throw bombs. That's
How
all
much
I
of it
want.
do you think is going to be like a work shoot style fight?
I think given both their MMA backgrounds,
Has to be, right?
I think it has
I
to.
think in order for
I don't
it to
want,
work and be the magic that everybody wants it to be, I think it has to be that.
and it's the first time that they're ever mixing it up.
Oh my God, so cool. I'm really excited for that, truly.
So I think Brock goes over as well, because I really think they're toying with the idea of Roman versus Brock title for title at WrestleMania.
Oh,
again.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
So
Not mad at
we'll see.
that.
But both
But
are
Paul
fantastic.
Heyman on a pole match.
Oh my God, could we? Could we? R.I.P. Judy Bagwell. Could we?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Like,
Okay, so what about Roman and Seth?
I gotta go Oos, man. I think what he's doing is incredible.
It's really good. It's really special.
You can't take the belt off of him. To be honest with you,
Who does?
I think you got to build them, or it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I think it's, maybe next year in LA. I would love to see him have that Hulk Hogan 1,400-day run as Universal Champion.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that.
I think,
but just when the moment happens, they've got, so let's get some wheels in motion. I wonder who they have lined up to be the guy to do that.
But again, this is the problem. It's so paper.
Again, I don't know what my husband's doing on Saturday. I have not a clue.
Oh, I hate that you're doing this right now, because it's like, what are you doing? Like, do we get the all hands in? I wish I had a third hand.
Oh my God. Everybody just like everyone just gasped. Imagine.
Right. Look at you. See what you're doing? See what you're causing it.
Listen, we all love
you're really causing pickles to just like throb right now.
That's what we do here. That's what we do. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to it all. I cannot wait. It's all happening this Saturday. You guys can check that out on the. Why am I giving the spiel on where to watch it? I don't work there anymore. You guys know where to watch it. You'll find it.
It's so ingrained.
It's ingrained in my head. It's ingrained in my head. If you sign up for the WWE Network, oh my gosh, which doesn't exist anymore. But anyways, it's in St. Louis, good old Midwest.
Not that far from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Not that far. No, you know what? Actually, the last stop that I had before I got to Cincinnati coming from Las Vegas was in St. Louis. I woke up in a Walmart parking lot on the bus that we had. It was great.
I've woken up in
chicken. Yeah, you've woken up at a Walmart parking lot before?
Yeah, I have.
It happens. Well, hey, it's living life, right?
One day one day I'll tell you a story about where I lost my virginity. That's a fun one.
It was in a Walmart Plaza?
It was in the back of a wall bomb supermarket.
Oh, that's nice. Was it her virginity as well?
No, she was a seasoned woman.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that's
she
not
was a whole
19 for a woman.
She was a whole 19.
Oh, she knew what she was doing. Yeah, she was like,
she did.
hit it,
Woman
hit
of
it,
the world.
get it. All right, well, guys, let us know what you think of our picks and predictions for the Royal Rumble. I can't wait. I'm super pumped. Lita's gonna win the whole thing. She's gonna go into WrestleMania. She's gonna be the champ. It's gonna be cool as hell. Can't wait. Thanks for listening, guys. This has been The Sessions, brought to you by me, Renee Jane Paquette, and Emilio Vincent Meduno the third. The third. We were talking about that before we got on here. I was like, wait, what generation are you again? The third. Great. All right. Well, deuces.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's all.
You tell them. I'm sick of telling them.
And write something nice in the description when you subscribe to the podcast as well. Okay. Like, give us a 5-star, because the more you do that, we move up the ranks and we know you care. So,
yeah.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.